Yo, YouTube, what's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all? It's your boy Elijah B. Y'all already know I'm back at y'all with a brand new video. I don't need to say it by saying it in every video, but like, comment, and subscribe down below because y'all already know what kind of time it is, man. And as always, I'm always back at y'all with a brand new video. I'm back at y'all with I'm back at y'all with a discussion. I'm not gonna go on a rant tonight. I'm in a slightly better mood. So I'm gonna be a whole lot more calm in this video. I'm gonna be a whole lot more chill, but I still got some stuff in my mind that I want to speak on and something that I want to speak on. And yeah, man, let's get into it, man. I don't know, man. I don't even know at this point, but I've been having thoughts about saying permanently leaving this planet permanently, or roping, as they call it. I can't do this shit no more, dude. Like, I don't want to. I can't take another fucking year of this shit, dog. And for anybody, and I normally don't make videos like this, but it's kind of getting that bad for me. And I'm not sitting here playing the victim. I'm not asking for empathy, and I'm not asking for sympathy. Nope, nope, not at all. This is really how I've been feeling lately. The thoughts of wanting the rope have been affecting my life in a negative way. It's hard for me to do the things that I normally was once able to do. Like, it's hard for me to like for anybody who watches my YouTube channel, like y'all be, like, if you go to my shorts on my YouTube channel, you'll see like little videos of me like working out or like me lifting weights or whatever. And it's even hard for me to like go to the gym and like complete my whole entire workout. Like, let's say I want to go to the gym and I want to do like chest, biceps, triceps, and forearms. Like, basically just chest and arms. Like, I'm not gonna be able to complete like my whole workout. It's like between sets, like I'll start having like these little mental episodes in my head or whatever, and then it'll get to the point where like, oh, I get so depressed or I'll start feeling so bad that I'll end up like leaving the gym early. Like, I remember back then I could go to the gym and at least be there for like almost like maybe a little bit, maybe, or like a little bit over an hour or nearly 2 hours, but I can't do that shit no more. Like, I don't know, it's just difficult for me to stay at the gym and like complete my workouts because of these thoughts, man. Then it's just like I can't tolerate it no more, bro. Like, I just can't take another year of this shit no more. It's always the exact same shit. And I just don't understand how some people can live for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I don't get it. Like, how do y'all live the exact same life and everything's the exact same for all those fucking years and you don't go insane? Like, how do you, like, I don't get how, like, I just don't get how people do that shit, bro. Like, I'm not built like everybody else. I'm not built like these other people. And then, as always, you're always gonna have those people that are gonna try to tell you, bro, don't rope, man. Don't do it to yourself, man. Life's beautiful, bro. We're gonna miss you. It's like, and I said this in one of my most recent videos, but it's like, I really feel like to a certain extent, people really don't give a fuck about you. They just want you to be alive for their own like ulterior motive. Like, they don't truly like care about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then another reason I've been having these kind of thoughts is that this is very embarrassing, and I don't like to speak on this kind of topic, but niggas aren't getting shit sexually. People aren't people I'm not talking about me, but people aren't getting their sexual needs met. And at the end of the day, we're human beings and all that, and I'm sick and tired of people trying to tell the grown ass adults that, oh, it's okay to be a virgin, it's okay to be a square, it's okay, man, just focus on yourself, man. I mean, yeah, yeah. For the people who get it, who've gotten it on a daily basis, and who get it on the daily, or they can get it whenever they want. Okay, you know what? That's cool. Okay, but what about for Nick? What about for men? What about for people who don't get nothing at all? What about for the men who are left out? What about for the men who are invisible? Like, and then I'm tired, and then I'm also sick and tired of seeing these. And another thing that's making me kind of irritated and upset and all that is, how come every single time I go on my YouTube channel and I go on my recommended and all that, I always keep seeing these videos of, oh, women are tired of men not approaching them, women are tired of this, men this, women that, and just, I'm really like, straight up, I'm really sick and tired of seeing these fucking videos. Like, it's so depressing and so negative, and it's like it keeps you in the loop and all that, but then at the same time, like, it's also like the truth of reality as well and all that. And whenever I go on YouTube, actually, I enjoy watching videos that I actually resonate with. Hold on. Water, fire, earth, air. Okay, I'm messing. All right, my bad. I'm messing around, but yeah, man. And then it's like, I just don't get the point of being alive if I can't even get my basic human needs, man. Like, sex is a basic human need. Like, I need some pussy, bro. A lot of men in this position need some pussy. We need some kind of like sex, like. And then I got one of my homies who wants to talk about, oh, rejection is protection. You have people who are 25-plus-year-old virgins who have been protected their whole entire lives. How come everybody else isn't getting protected, but you're getting protected? That's literally just a cope. That's another cope and another way of saying it's okay to be a virgin. It's okay, man. Like, no, it's not. It's not okay to be a virgin, bro. Like, look at how people like treat people who don't get any. And then I'm sick and tired of people like I'm sick and tired of this shit too. Like, I don't know for some like so I'm not scared of women and all that, but it's like every time like I try to like at least like have like an interaction or try to have like a genuine conversation with a woman or a female, like it ends up reminding me of why I don't fuck with women or why I don't talk to women like that. And of course everybody around me wants to blame me, saying that I'm the villain and I'm the bad guy and it's my fault and it's my fault for not having confidence. But then it's just like look at the way like if these people were in my shoes or when were in our shoes and they would like, you know what I'm saying, like understand like why we feel the way we do and all that. And then it seems like no matter where you go, you just can't seem to like click with especially women. Like you can't, like, why are you trying to be on no simp shit talking about, oh, chase women all day and night and chase them 24/7, 365. But it seems like everywhere I go, I just can't seem to get shit. I can't seem to get none. Like I worked multiple jobs, can't get shit. Multiple schools, can't get shit. Do this, can't get shit. Get a haircut, can't get shit. Get a pair of Jordans, can't get nothing. I'm really at the point where I'm just like I'm done. And then I'm sick, and I don't care how sick and tired of you guys. I don't care how sick and tired you guys get of me telling y'all this story, but I told you about that one girl who told me that I'm handsome, but I look too young. Like I'm like, and then it's funny how my dad's gonna say, "Oh, hey son, you're a handsome, good-looking kid." But then this nigga has sat there multiple times and has witnessed firsthand, watched women talk down to me and reject me and and tell me to get the hell out their face, or they're gonna belittle you and give you a backhanded compliment. Like my dad knows what these women are doing to me. My dad knows what's going on, and he still wants to sit here and keep lying to me and shit. And then I'm sick and tired of hearing that you gotta go get a trade, you need a career, you gotta have all this and that. But it's just like there's plenty of people out there who have little to nothing or a bare minimum or less than bare minimum, and they're getting girls, they're getting genuine love and affection. They're, you know what I'm saying, they can get a relationship, they can, you know, get along with women. And but I don't see the point of living a life with no women in it. Like I don't see the point of being alive in a life without women in it. Like who wants to spend the rest of their life watching pretty ass, big booty, big titty ass females walking around and you can't fuck or clap nothing? And this video isn't gonna be me bitching and crying about women all damn night. No, I'm just speaking my mind and just. And then I don't know. I'm sick and tired of this shit too. And then I'm sick and tired of these older generations that keep trying to make trying to make like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and Gen Beta. Like I'm sick and tired of them trying to make us feel bad for not wanting to be a part of the system or not wanting to keep dealing with the shit. And I keep seeing videos of people saying how they're tired of the system, how they don't want to work, and how they're fed up with everything, and they wish whatever wish they have. But then it's like but then it's like all these other generations or just people in general, like y'all been bitching and crying for centuries and decades about how y'all sick and tired of it. But what are these people doing to like actually get up and do anything about it? They're not trying to do nothing about it. They're not trying to come together and do anything. All they're gonna do is sit on their asses, bitch and cry like little hoe ass niggas, and then they're gonna go to work, and then they're gonna go to work, tuck their tail between their legs, and smile about it, and then whenever like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, or Gen Beta, or whatever generation comes out, they will attack the people who are against it when they're against the exact same thing their damn selves. Like, isn't that? But then people have the nerve to call me retarded or slow. But isn't that kind of retarded and slow? If you know what I'm saying? That's like, let's say me. That's like, for example, like let's say me and someone are against the exact same thing, but then whenever I say something about it or whenever I act out against it, then the person who's on the exact same side that I am wants to attack me. Like, but that right there, now that's remedial. That's retarded. That's slow right there. Like, how are you attacking people who are on the exact same side as you are? I don't get that. And then these older generations, you already know these the older generations, the OGs or the elderly. You already know what these niggas are gonna say. Oh, work and go to school. Like, I swear on God, bro. Like, I swear that these niggas think that going to work and going to school is like the golden ticket out. But how many of how many of these generations have worked and went to school, but yet they're still struggling, still poor, or even if they're not poor, but still stuck in survival mode, still stressed out, still bitching and crying and complaining to this day. They've been bitching and crying damn near their entire lives, and they're bitching and crying twice as long as Gen Z has been alive. But no, let Gen Z or let any of the younger generation say something, and now they'll either try to attack you physically or verbally, or try to talk shit on you for not wanting to deal with it, or or you already know they're gonna pull the guilt shaming tactics and make you feel guilty for not wanting to work and all that. And it's just like, and then I don't understand how these older generations expect us to have this big life and be able to go to do all this stuff when they expect us to be stuck somewhere 5 days a week, or else we're not real men, or we're lazy, we're bums, we don't want to work, we're entitled, and we want stuff handed to us. Like, how come every single time that the poor and less fortunate want their needs met, it's entitlement and laziness, but then when everybody else wants their needs met, then, oh well, here you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all can have fun with this shit. Y'all can have fun living y'all lives like that. Like, I don't know. And then after my last job, after I've been unemployed for damn near I've been unemployed for damn near a year, and I don't even feel any kind of temptation to go back either. I don't want to go back to the plantation field. I just don't want to, bro. Like, I remember my last job, bro. It was hell. Like, I remember, like, every single day I would have to, like, I remember, like, back when I was working, like, the last job I had, like, I don't want to hear none of you niggas talking about or crying about how bad you have it. Y'all didn't have to walk damn near 2.5 miles to and from work 8 hours, then walk 2.5 miles just to go home. And then you got to go home and act all happy and act all bubbly and overly optimistic and act like SpongeBob. The best day ever do. Like, nah, these niggas really want you to come home all happy and cheesing and all smiling and all grateful and shit. But then watch when these older generations, when they come, they can have an attitude. They can come home all angry and irritated, but let you walk up in the house, and now they want to talk shit, and now they want to get on you for just because you're angry and you get irritated and fed up just like they do. Like, I don't get why these older generations can do the shit that they do and no one bats an eye, but then let the next generation do it, then it's a problem. And it's like, but y'all doing the exact same thing that we're doing, so doesn't this technically make them hypocrites? Nah, that shit was so ass too. And then I remember like that shit. I'm sorry, I don't want to go back. And then working at my last job, it was hell. And then like sometimes like I remember like I walked in like 100. Like I remember like during the summer, I've had to walk 2.5 miles in 100-degree weather with no car, broke as fuck, and the sun is just beating my ass. Like, the sun was kicking my ass walking to work in that hot ass sun. And then there's times where I've had to walk home, where I've had to walk 2.5 miles in snow with broke as fuck, no car, nothing. Like, I don't get what the point is of getting up what, 4, 5, or 6 days a week slaving at these damn jobs just for you to still be poor and struggling every damn second. Like, people will call you a bum, and then when you're not working or when you're down bed on your ass with no job or nothing, then niggas want to call you a bum. But then it's like, this is also why you hear people say bum ass jobs, because you're putting in all this work, but yet you're still living like a bum. You're still at the bottom. But you know, these I mean, but you know these butthurt ass older generations, they're gonna say that you're being disrespectful, and yet you have a smart mouth, and that you're protesting and arguing. Like, you got me fucked up. Like, and then I'm sick and tired of these old heads who justify being poor and being struggling, and oh, you're supposed to suffer. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you gotta do what you gotta do, then like, nah, fuck out of here, bro. I'm not about to sit here and tolerate struggling and suffering and be grateful for it. Like, yeah, if I'm struggling, if I don't know, and I don't get how these older generations can tell broke people, tell our generation to be broke and be grateful. Like, do these older generations not see the way that being broke people or poor people get treated? Like, society is really harsh towards the poor and less fortunate. And you're telling us to sit here and be grateful for it. Like, we got to give our lives, our energy, our freedom, our time, and our soul to society. But then how do we get treated? How do we get treated in return? And the elderly, or these older generations, like, and these older generations really want to sit here and like walk around with a question mark floating over their head, wondering why we don't want to work, or why we have an attitude, and why we have like mental health issues and all this stuff. And then my dad, I'm so sick and tired of this nigga talking about, oh, I have money, cars, and women. Bitch, I'm poor, I have no car, and I have no hoes. So explain to me what the fuck I'm supposed to sit here and be happy about. And then it's funny I'll try to talk to my dad about this shit, and he'll hit you with the, it's okay to be a virgin, it's okay to be a square, just take it, just take everything and be grateful. Like, you got me fucked up. Nigga, if I gotta get a 4, 5, or 6 days a week, I better get some pussy. I better get a blow job or something. Shorty better, nigga, face down, ass up, and tear that motherfucking ass up. What are you talking about? Like, I'ma dive in, splash. But all right, I'm a little flew off topic right there. But I just don't get it. Like, I don't really get how life is beautiful for the poor and less fortunate, or for the average or below average man nowadays. Like, do these older generations not see, like, and then these older generations are damn near on their phones, just like we are. So it's like they see what's going on in the world. They see the way shit is nowadays. Like, how is life beautiful for the average or below average man today? I mean, I'm pretty sure life was more beautiful for the average or below average man, or for a vast majority of people back when my parents were growing up, back in like the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, and 60s. Yeah, back then life was beautiful, but today this shit is ass, bro. Like, y'all, they didn't have to live in an economy where prices were constantly skyrocketing, and you know what I'm saying, all this stuff. And then it's like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, I'm sorry for saying this, but I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to live anymore, dude. I don't want to tolerate. I can't tolerate another year of this shit, bro. And then it's like, if I do move, then I'm in California right now. So if I move back with my, like, and then I feel like if I move back with my dad and all that shit, nothing's gonna change. This is gonna be the exact same. I mean, of course, some stuff is gonna change, like, slightly, obviously. But then it's like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, my dad is watching me, like, he's watching me get picked on and bullied and treated poorly for being intelligent and having an education and doing the right thing. Like, this nigga's witnessed firsthand, watch me get talked to disrespectfully. People want to call me a square and a punk and a mark and a pussy and a wussy and all that. And it's like, what's the point of a black man having an education what's the point of a black man being educated if he has nothing to show for it? No money, no power, no status, no recognition, like nothing. Like, and I don't want to get into that the harsh reality for black men video I made, but then it's like, okay, you know what? If you are an educated black man, like, what do you have to show for it? Do you have any kind of wealth, some kind of fame or status, or this, like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm like the smartest person in the world. Obviously, I'm not. There's plenty of things on this planet that I don't know that I definitely should know, but it's just like, I don't know. Having an education is pointless nowadays unless you actually have something to show for your education. Like, if you're just going to school and doing all this shit, and then all you get when you get in, and then in like kindergarten, like elementary, middle, and high school, and college, Every time you graduate, all you get in the end is a piece of fucking paper. And then if you're just gonna be stuck somewhere working for somebody else for the rest of your life for 5 days a week, and you have nothing to truly show for the education that you have, then no one's gonna give a fuck about you. Like, and that's another thing that these older generations don't want to admit as well. Like, it's just pointless having an education if you have nothing to really show for it. Like, what's the point of these older generations having all this hard work and education, but yet they gotta tax their kids or charge their kids rent for living with them? And then these are the exact same people who want to bitch and cry and complain about their kids having an attitude, but you're charging your fucking son or daughter rent. You're keeping your kids fucking poor and broke. That's why you have adults like myself, or actually I know a couple of people who are in a similar predicament that have had to pay rent and had to pay rent to their families or their parents, but yet we're poor and broke as fuck with no car or nothing, and then they expect us to sit here and be grateful. Like, and then not having your own car is so fucking ass too, because then you also gotta rely on other people, and you always gotta wait. You always gotta call and wait for somebody to come get you and shit. When you wish you could just get in your own shit and just drive off and be gone. And then when it comes to like driving and shit, like I don't know. Like, I find it very stupid that you need a permit in order to actually drive a car and all that. But then it's like, like I read the DMV handbook. I know the laws and rules of the road. I took the little exam. That's like what, 25 or 50 questions. I passed it, and now I got a piece of paper. So now, what the system is telling me is that I'm supposed to magically know how to drive a car because I read a book that told me about the laws and rules of the road. Like, I'm just fucking tired of the system and all these fucking retarded, stupid ass laws and shit. Like, I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to read a book, answer 50 questions, and then you're supposed to magically know how to drive a car and be able to whip a car like that. And then these instructors want to talk shit and then when you take driver's ed, then the instructor, he wants to talk shit to me, talking about, oh, didn't you read the manual? Yeah, I read the manual, but reading the driver's manual and knowing the laws and rules of the road are completely different from knowing how to hold the wheel and how to actually drive the car and like how to manually control the car and do whatever you want in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like reading the driver's handbook, having some little dumbass piece of paper that doesn't mean shit, and knowing how to actually drive the vehicle are two completely different things. But everyone is so soft and bitch made and scared of the damn law. Only if I could find like a family member or a friend or someone who's cool enough to teach me how to drive and is actually patient enough and isn't on some hoe shit and is actually very patient and understanding and all that. Like, I already know how to drive to a certain extent, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable just driving like on the road like all by myself yet. Like, but nope, I can't seem to find like a family member or a friend who's willing to fucking help me because everyone's a hoe and everyone's soft as fuck. Like, people really think that just because you have a plastic car with your face on it that you're a good driver. Like, how many people have had a permit and took driver's ed, but they still and they knew the laws of the rules of the road, but they still got into an accident. They still got pulled over by the cops. They probably made some dangerous or very fatal mistake that cost them their life. Okay, how many people have a driver's license, but yet there's still car accidents every single day? DUIs, vehicular homicides. Like, I wonder how many car-related incidents the cops get called to. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter whether you have a permit or a driver's license. Like, it's the driver his or herself. It depends on the driver more than having some piece of plastic or a piece of paper. Just because you have a piece of paper or because you have a plastic car with your face on it doesn't necessarily make you a good driver. Like, it's more about the driver and you know what I'm saying, their skill set behind the wheel than actually having the driver's license or the permit. But because there's plenty of people who drive with like expired licenses, suspended licenses, and there's people who drive with no license at all and they don't get caught by the cops. So that pretty much just proved my own point, and it's more about the driver than having a dumbass piece of paper or a plastic car with your face on it. Like, I literally just proved my own point. I just did. And for anybody watching this video, like, I really want y'all to think about what I just said about the whole driving thing and that. Like, when you're not getting women, you're not getting pussy, you don't drive, you're poor and struggling and down bad, and people view you as a child. People treat you as less than. And it's funny how these parents want to say, "Oh, you're grown, you're an adult," but then these niggas want to then they'll overprotect the fuck out of you like you're a little ass kid. And the only time you're grown is when it's time to work at a job or pay some kind of bill or deal with your parents' bullshit. Then you're grown, but any other time you're basically treated like a toddler or like an infant or a baby. How many of y'all deal with that shit too? Like your parents will say, "Oh, you're grown," but then when it really comes time to do some grown ass shit, now they want to overprotect you or they want to make up some bullshit sob story to not want to like teach it to you. Like I don't get how someone could be a 25-year-old grown ass adult and they don't know how to really drive like that. That's terrible. What the hell are the parents doing? Like come on, bro. You can lead like learn how to drive at 1 a.m. There's barely like I don't get it. There's hardly any cars outside. There's hardly anyone out. But people are too soft and bitch made and don't want to take a risk or don't want to take a chance. And that's also why a lot of people aren't successful as well. They're too soft and pussy. They're too soft to take that risk. They're too soft to take a chance. And I'm telling you, and I just saw a video the other day saying that men are going soft nowadays. Like, how come every time I start spitting some real ism, or how come every single time I start speaking on some real shit, and I end up seeing it on my YouTube algorithm? Like, I don't even know. Like, it's like after I started watching certain YouTubers, I started looking at life differently, and I ended up just becoming woke on my own, and it started like thinking for myself a whole lot more, and coming up with like my own little conclusions, or like coming up with like my own having my own mind, as they would say, or like you know what I'm saying, being my own man. And then, but when it comes to like the whole sex thing, bro, who wants to spend the rest of their life watching thick baddies or fine ass females walk around knowing that you can't fuck or you can't get no pussy or nothing? It's like, and then it's funny how these older generations tell us that we have to go through hell just to get a girl, but yet there's niggas out there who can do literally nothing. They can literally just exist, and they can get some easy pussy. And oh, she's a whore. They're whores. Like, okay, just because a girl sucks dick doesn't make, just because a girl sucks cock and swallows doesn't make her a whore. Like, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of wives who suck off their husbands and swallow too. Like, it's not just these porn stars and 304s and OnlyFans girls. Like, there's plenty of wives who suck cock and like to get bent over and get taken. Like, trust me, women love that shit. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of women who fantasize about getting bent over and getting taken by a thug or a criminal or something. Like on some like not on no weird stuff, but like on some like some freak shit. Like they like it. Because if good men were winning on this planet, then we would be in those kind of positions. We would be the ones getting the women, but nope, we're the ones that gotta be, you know what I'm saying, in the background watching everybody else. I don't know. I feel like if someone and then I also feel like and I don't know, I feel like someone in the comment section might say, "Oh bro, if you don't get no pussy, just go get a prostitute, man." Like, dude, I don't know. Like, obviously I could just like, you know what I'm saying, like tell someone to go get me a prostitute or whatever, but then it's like I still want some kind of some kind of connection with the girl that I'm fucking or that I'm sleeping with. Like it's easy to give a girl $20 or $40 and tell her to bend over and you can handle it, get it over with, get it out the way, and then dip. Like, no, that's not gonna work because I'm still gonna like not have the genuine connection, and you know what I'm saying. And like when it comes like sex, and it comes like certain sex. Oh, I can't talk. When it comes to certain situations that involve sex, I don't know how like. I don't know, wouldn't it be nice to kiss a girl, like, you know what I'm saying, kiss a girl on her neck or start kissing all over her while you're hitting it and shit, like while you're fucking her and hitting it? Like, you really have niggas that be hitting girls and don't kiss them. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But then, some of these bitches, don't kiss some of them. They're disgusting as hell and nasty. Like, some of these girls, no, nah. But it's just about the whole entire point I'm trying to make is the genuine like connection. And then it's also gotten to the point where like my dad, like his like my dad will sometimes my dad will try to hook me up with a girl, but then when I try to talk to the girl myself, or I try to get into it with the girl, now the girl doesn't want nothing to do with me, and I'll end up getting ghosted and ignored and rejected and all that. Like I already told y'all about this that white Stephanie, that white girl. You know what? I don't even care. I'll tell y'all the story one more. I'll tell y'all the story again. So it was a couple of years ago, and my dad and I are working at this mall, right? So I was working at Macy's, and my dad was working at Macy's as well. And so I guess my dad had quit his job at Macy's and found another job. So my dad goes and gets another job and all that. Well, I'm still working at Macy's and all that, and this one day I get off work and all that, and so I get a phone call from my dad saying, "Oh, hey son, come to where I'm at in the mall." Boo, 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 boo. Okay, dad. All right, cool. So I'm on my way. So, y'all already know what happens next. So after my shift, my work shift is over, I go meet my dad at this place, and so I guess apparently my dad was at work and all that, and he had met this white girl named Stephanie. She was about my age and all that. White girl, blue eyes. Kind of had like a hip. I kind of had like a thoughtish hippie vibe to her. Yeah, right. And we all and since my and I t- and then so my dad so basically me and my dad talked to her, and we asked her for a ride home from work and all that, and so she gave us a ride home and all that. Then we ended up smoking with her. We smoked, like we hotboxed. She had, like, and then Stephanie had like a weed pen and all that. So we ended up hotboxing her. It was me, her, and my dad in the car hotboxing, and then she drove us home and all that. And then here's the twist, right? So as soon as she drops us off at the house, like my dad and I go into our apartment and all that, and for some odd reason she wanted to come in. And she didn't, and I know what y'all thinking, bro, you should have clapped that, bro. You should have clapped those. I think she just wanted to see what our apartment looked like. I think that's the main reason why she came inside our apartment and all that, because she went inside our apartment, walked around, looked around real quick, and then she had a bong and all that. So we smoked a couple of bowls with her. Okay, cool. So after that we leave. I don't see her for like a couple of. I don't see her for like maybe a week or so, and then all of a sudden, so one day randomly, I don't have work and all that, and I'm just at the apartment chilling. And my dad was at work and all that. So then, for some odd reason, she randomly just pulls up outside and all that. And I'm kind of like confused, like, why is she outside for? Like, did my dad tell her to come here? And I know she wouldn't just randomly just pull up here on her own, especially for me. You already know how the issues I have with women. So I go outside and talk to her in a little bit, and then I end up getting inside the car with her, and we end up driving around. She went to go get some gas and all that with her money. I didn't pay shit. She thought. And then so after we drive around, we're talking for a little bit. She went to go get some gas from the gas station, and then so we ended up driving to the top of this mountain and all that. And since I'm very embarrassed and ashamed to say this, but since I don't have a whole lot of experience with women, apparently my dumbass, apparently I was supposed to fuck her in the car on top of a mountain or on top of like a viewpoint and all that. But since I spend the vast majority of my life slaving at jobs and doing all this pointless shit and gaining nothing out of it, I don't really have no life experience, especially when it comes to like sex and women and all that. And then it turns out I missed my opportunity to fucking get some buns or get some cheeks or at least get a blow job or get sucked off and get swallowed on the top of a mountain by Stephanie and all that. And then we had smoked and all that, but we had smoked a whole blunt and all that too and all that. And yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of, why should I throw my life away when I can't even like why should men be throwing our lives away when we don't really have any sexual experience? And then when it comes down to like people like being virgins and incels, like you partly have to blame the parents too. I guess partly the parents' fault too, because then like you have these parents out here who keep trying to like use like this 1900s bullshit mentality about life and reality and all that, and then it's like. And I'm sick and tired of like people like, oh, are you a virgin, bro? You're a virgin. It's okay to be a virgin, bro. It's like, I don't get it. It's just like some people just can't get shit. And it's like I've had I remember this one time my dad cut my hair and all that, and I got a haircut, and he had sent the picture of my haircut to multiple family members, and it was especially female family members, and Nigga, nobody responded. Nobody even like said anything at all. People just ignored the picture. Like, if I was so good looking, they could have at least left like a thumbs up or a fire emoji or something, but nope. Didn't get shit. Just completely ignored and completely invisible. Like, this is what I was talking about. Like, I even said this in the video I made called "The Harsh Reality for Black Men." Like, if you're like when you're hood, you're gangster or whatever, or even an ex-convict or a retired street dude, women love you. Women fuck with you. Women will want to be around you. Women will will give you the Disney princess treatment. But then look at me, the black man, the educated loser or the educated lame who can't get shit. I mean, yeah, of course you have some black men who are educated and they can pull it off somehow, but they can pull it off. But then it's like certain like a vast majority of decent or good black men who don't live the street life, or they're not involved in that kind of stuff, or they're not into that kind of stuff. It's hell for them when it comes to women. It's hell. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all another story about women and sex, or I'm gonna tell you another story about women, right? So tell me why this one time my dad and I were living together, and we had moved into this apartment complex and all that, and so across the street, or like the apartment complex was like split up in like multiple different like housing units and all that, and so across from us there were like these thick ass badass Latinas and all that, and tell me why my dad talked to the was spitting game at the Latina girls, and they literally cooked this nigga like maybe one or two Tupperware containers full of food, and what did I get? Not a damn thing. I mean, of course my dad gave me like my dad let me try some of my dad gave me like a piece of the food and let me try some of the food and all that, like. You know what I'm saying? My dad wouldn't do some shit like that. My dad would never leave. My dad is actually a good and cool man. My dad wouldn't leave me hanging like that. He wouldn't leave me starving like that. So obviously my dad gave me like some of the food from the Tupperware containers that the Latina girls cooked for him. But then it's like, nigga, a girl's never cooked for me. A girl's never try to, you know what I'm saying, fuck me and want to be with me. A girl's never try to hear me out. A girl's never try to give me a second chance after I messed up unintentionally. It's like, I don't know, like when you look the way I do, and then I don't even know, like sometimes like, and I don't know, I feel ugly. But then at the same time, I can look in the mirror and I don't have a problem with looking at myself in the mirror. But then it's like, look at the way people treat you. Like if you've been treated a certain kind of way for so long and all that, and you constantly keep getting treated that way, then it's gonna make you feel a certain kind of way. Like me personally, yes. I'm at the end of the day, I'm a human being. Yes, I have flaws and impurities. But what about all these other dudes who have horrible flaws and horrible impurities? Like I even saw a video. I'm gonna make a short about this too. I'm gonna post it on my YouTube Shorts and all that after I'm done with this video. But I saw a video of this dude who has Tourette syndrome. But here's the twist. He kind of looks like a thug or a criminal. He has hella face. He has mainly hella. That nigga had like hella face tattoos. He had hella face tattoos, but you could tell that like he was like mentally ill, and that he had like, I think he had like schizophrenia and Tourette syndrome. Like, how does a nigga with Tourette syndrome get some pussy, but someone like me can't get nothing at all? It's like as soon as I want some sex, or as soon as I want my sexual needs met, or I want to get some puss, then women are closed off. They don't want to talk to me, and they just have this nasty, fucked up, and this horrible behavior towards me. Like, I don't understand how women expect men to be confident, but yet women treat a vast majority of men like shit, or treat them poorly, or put them down. And then I don't want to hear the, oh, women don't have to give you your energy if they don't feel like it. Okay, you know what? Go ahead and keep your energy. That's why you're sitting here crying out, where are all the good men at, though? Okay, then. All right, you win. Yep.
Oh, I want to get my energy or tell me if I don't want to. Fuck you.
You know what? Go ahead. Keep your energy, bitch. That's why your ass crying about where all the good men at. That's why your ass got an OnlyFans. That's why she has an OnlyFans and a cat or a dog or some kind of pet. And how come every single and how come sometimes whenever I go on these social media platforms, I be seeing these OnlyFans girls with a cat or a fucking dog. Like, come on. But all right, because you know what I'm saying, they're all, I don't get it. But these women, they can have fun with their little militant and stuck up ass attitudes though. And then but you know what I'm saying? And then it's like another reason I want to rope and I can't tolerate living anymore. I just can't take another year of this shit. And I'm gonna keep it a band with y'all. I'm either thinking about roping either at the end of this year or I'm thinking about roping next summer. I'm just keeping it in the band with y'all. So so I thought about maybe doing it in December or probably doing it next summer before my birthday. Cause I'm not doing this shit no more, bro. Like who's trying to be a 30-year-old incel, bro? Like hell nah. And then I'm supposed to sit here and tolerate it and be grateful for being like, nah, you got me fucked up. People want to talk about rejection is protection. That's a cope. Because look at everybody else isn't getting protected. Everybody else is getting sex and getting their needs met. But I'm not getting shit and I'm supposed to sit here and be happy and grateful for it? Got me fucked up. Hell nah. Like whenever you're not getting no ass, no girls, people just want you to cope and just be cool with it. Like they're gonna tell you all kinds of copes and they're gonna make up all these excuses for you but nope, everybody else can get some pussy, but nope, can't get nothing. And then I don't understand how like some women can like say slick stuff and they can like low key be disrespectful and try to be little men, and then you're supposed to try to flirt with her and talk to her. Like, I feel like didn't she already just tell you how she basically feels about you? Like, if a girl tells you that you're handsome but you look too young, then I'm not gonna flirt with her. I'm not gonna flirt or try to talk to her back anymore. Like she basically just told me how she feels about me, so it is what it is. If I was so handsome, then she would have said you're handsome, and that's it. Like watch. Okay, but I don't know. Does that make sense to y'all? Like let's say like for anyone watching this video, I know you're at least 18 to 30 years old or even older. Like how's a girl gonna tell you that you're handsome but you look too young? I don't understand that. Like, how am I supposed to take that as a compliment? Because, you know what I'm saying? You're handsome. Okay, all right, thank you. You don't look so bad yourself. What's up? But the whole part, you're handsome, but you look too young. That shit right there was a whole deal breaker. Like, I literally, And then I'm supposed to flirt with a girl that just told me I'm handsome, but I look too young. I bet all these other people who have fucked her didn't look too young. I bet everybody else who's out here getting pussy doesn't look too young, but yet I do. Like, I don't know how my dad could tell me that I'm a handsome, good-looking kid, but then he's watched me get rejected and get told off by women and get treated in horrible, fucked up ways multiple times. Like, if I'm handsome, then why can't a girl hand some pussy to me? Like, I don't see what the issue is. They can hand some pussy to all these other niggas, though. But nope, and I don't even know. And I know that we live in a world where evil wins over good and all that. So it's like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, like I feel like the devil's children are like allergic to like good energy, or they're allergic to like decent and good people because they'll treat the bad guys, they'll treat the villains or the villains of society. They'll kiss their asses and give them everything on a silver platter, but what is a good decent hearted person who stays out the way and does whatever they can to, you know what I'm saying? But what does he get? Rejected, ignored, ostracized, and disrespected, and, you know, put down and verbally bullied by women. And I remember, I think by 2030, or I think a couple of years from now, a vast majority of women are going to be single and alone. Like, I even heard that the birth rate is decreasing, and that every woman should have like 2 or 3 kids in order to keep the population going. Like, no, man, the higher ups, the elites, the government, whatever you want to call it, like whoever's behind this world, like they did this shit on purpose. Like they're like the inflation, the economy, you know what I'm saying, the dating game and the way things are nowadays, like they did this on purpose. Like they knew how this would negatively affect men and women, especially men. Like, and then think about it. What's one of the most important things in a man's life? Pussy, women, and money. If you're not getting no pussy or no women, then why should you be so motivated and all that? Like, I mean, of course, if you get to go home to a fine ass girl who likes to suck you up and likes to fuck and all that, and like getting her hair pulled and likes getting bent over and getting her ass slapped on, that's all the motivation in the world you damn near need. But if you're not getting that, then why should a man really be motivated at all? Like I don't even know anymore, but I can't tolerate another year of this shit, dude. I just don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired of it. And then I don't get how people. And then I'm not gonna go on like a whole like rant about like God or whatever, but I don't get how you can live on a world and then think that God is real, but then the world's progressively getting worse. Like some people have lived very terrible and horrible lives. And where was God at when you were living that horrible and terrible life? Like we live in a world where people are supposed to accept suffering, struggling, and misery and just justify it. Like from now on in life, if there's a hard or an easy way to do something, bro, I'm taking the easy way out. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all can have fun struggling and, killing yourselves and your hair starts falling out from all the stress of doing it the hard way. You want the easy way or the hard way? You know what? Actually, I'll take it the easy way. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. But you know what I'm saying? I just don't know how people can tolerate. I don't know how people live. Like, I don't know how people like me are supposed to tolerate living for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 plus years. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like women, of course, you already know that a vast majority of the women nowadays want the top tier percentage of men and all that. So then it's like everybody else is just invisible and all that. But then it's like these top tier men, these rich men or these famous men or these men who are like on top, they don't want they like ladies, for any women who watch this video, these niggas don't want y'all asses because they know that y'all come with a bunch of baggage, a bunch of bullshit, and a bunch of problems. This is in that, and then so you don't want nothing to do with the average or below average man on the sidewalk, but then the top tier nigga doesn't want nothing to do with you either. So then you're gonna choose to be single. You choose to be single and all that, and I find that very dumb. Like if I was a woman, I would just. Like if I was a female, me personally, I would pick an average or below average man and just have someone in my life that I genuinely love and care about, and that I can at least have some kind of life with her, that I can spend time with her. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to love and sex and dating, I'm never taking no girl off no damn date, especially if it's our first date. Like if it's our first date, I'll damn near just cook something. I'll damn near cook some food, cook up a fire ass, hold on. I'll cook a meal at home, and then she can come over. We can, and then also like I can go on YouTube and I can look up like free movies on YouTube and all that. Then the girl can come over. I can cook us a meal. We can watch a movie. We can smoke. We can fuck and hang out and just, you know what I'm saying. That'd be a fire ass first date too. Like instead of going out and spending a shit ton of money, you can literally just call a girl, tell her to come over, make a snack or make a meal, put on a good TV show or a good movie, get some trees or get some weed, roll a blunt. Y'all can smoke and fuck and eat and hang out and do all kinds of shit all night, and then wake up the next morning and then, you know what I'm saying, kiss each other, hug each other and all that, and then that. That's a fire ass idea for a first date. Like you really think like taking a bitch out to some expensive ass restaurant and then on top of that, if she doesn't give you anything or if you don't get nothing out of it, then it just feels like you got robbed. And then you got people talking about, well, oh, if you got to worry about spending money on a girl, then you shouldn't be spending money on her in the first place, or taking her out in the first place, or going out in the first place. Like y'all like all these other simp ass niggas, y'all can have fun trying to take a girl out. Like If a girl really likes you and she's down for you, she'll be down for damn near anything. Like, why can't a girl just come over my? Why can't a girl just go over someone's place and the guy can cook dinner. He can cook dinner or make a nice snack for them both to eat. Put on a movie, roll a blunt, smoke, fuck, chill, and hang out. That's the perfect date right there. Like, you don't need to take her. You don't need. I'm not finna take no bitch out and do all that shit. If I ever get, if I don't know if I'm ever gonna get that lucky, but if I do get that fucking lucky, then shit. If the girl likes you so much, then you're good. I even saw a video of this black guy asking this white girl out, and he said, "How much money should I spend?" And she said, "Nothing. You don't need to spend shit. You're chill, bruh." That's literally what the white girl said to the black man. You don't need to spend nothing on me at all. You're chilling. You're good. We can just do some free and chilling, low key ass shit and just chill. But nope. I bet if it were me, or I bet if it were any other black man, he would have had to have some kind of money or give her something for her to be, or she would have had to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, my mental health is really like a part of the reason I've been having thoughts about roping and not wanting to, you know what I'm saying, be here anymore. Is because of you know what I'm saying, the depression and it's all the issues that come with living this life, and you know what I'm saying, going through the shit that I've been through, and like all the mental health issues, the trauma and the mental, you know what I'm saying, the illness and all that. And it's like, who just wants, like, how can someone live a life like this and just keep on going and just be grateful for it? Like, no. And then, like I said before, like, I don't know. And I've been talking for damn near an hour, so I think I'm about to cut off the video and be finished. But I feel like I've said everything I need to say in this video and all that. But I just don't get the point of having an education if you don't have, if you really have nothing to show for your education, like no money, no power, no fame, no wealth, no status. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like, if you have an education and you have one of those, if you have a couple of those things, or at least one of those things, and hey, you made it, man. You made it, and I'm actually happy for you, bro. But if you have an education and you're just stuck somewhere 5 days a week and just living like that, and you're just waking up every day, wash, rinse, and repeat, and living the exact same day over and over and over again, despite the fact that you have all this hard work and education, then that education that you have is damn near pointless. And what's the point of what's the point of going to college and going to all these schools and all that and getting this so-called education if you're not going to be where you personally want to be at in life? Like, you're going to school to learn, or you're going to school to be where somebody else wants you to be at in life, or where society wants you to be at in life. And yes, society will still have an issue with you. Society will still have a problem with you. And then I don't even know, bro. I can't live anymore, bro. I don't want to live anymore. I can't do this. Like, in this world, evil wins over good. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna argue with some old head or some elderly person about how, oh, good wins, Jesus Christ. Nigga, this is reality. This is not a fictional story. This is the real adult world. The real grown-up adult world. In the real grown-up adult world, and in reality, evil wins over good. That's why you see all these evil people prospering and they're successful and all that. And then, I mean, of course, and I'm not trying to do the whole, oh, nice guys finish last thing. No, not at all. There's probably like a certain percentage that might or might not be big of decent good guys that made it out and they won and they got a happy ending. But in reality, you really see a lot of these evil people getting a happy ending, especially the ones that move smart, the ones that move smart and they know how to move and all that shit. But in reality, evil wins over good. Maybe in some alternate universe, it's vice versa. But I've been talking for about an hour. I've said pretty much everything I need to say and all that. It's your boy Elijah B. Like, comment, and subscribe down below because you already know what kind of time it is. Good night, y'all, man. But I can't do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take another year of this shit, man. I might just end up saying fuck it and just, you know, peace.